तो जरूरी नहीं एडवांस वाले को बंदों में पढ़ाई की ऐसी कैंडिडेट की आप उसके हिसाब से एक सुंदर बहुत पढ़ा है अगले किसान
मैडम स्टार्ट
Good morning, dear learners. Welcome to teaching learning session of marketing. Today we'll discuss about managing integrated marketing communication IMC. What is integrated marketing communication? We'll start with the new course code. Promotion. What is promotion? A promotion is a communication link between buyers and sellers, and promotion plays a very important role. The function of promotion is to inform, convince, and influencing a consumer to take the purchase decisions. Right? Why companies do promotions? Actually, companies do promotions to inform the consumers about their product. When consumer have the information about the product, then only they will make up their mind to purchase that product, or information creates the needs of the product, right? Then after informing, the next function of promotion is convincing the consumer to purchase that product. They are in need of that product. That product will satisfy their needs and wants, and then influencing their purchase decision. Okay, fine. See, I have information about the product. I am convinced that I need that product. I was looking for that product. Then influencing the consumer's decision to purchase that product. Then you influence the consumer's decision that why should we purchase your product, right? This is the promotions, right? So communication, integrated marketing communication. What is a communication? The link between the buyer and seller. And the function of this communication, what is the function of this communication? The function of this communication is to inform the consumer about their product, about your product, and the about your presence in the market, then convincing the consumer and influencing a consumer's decision, right? Marketing communication. What is marketing communication? Message that deals with buyers and sellers relationship. Obviously, that is what we explain, right? Message marketing communication is what? That is a relationship between buyer and the seller. That is to provide the information, then to convince the consumer and to influence the purchaser's decisions or the buyer's decision. The message that deals with buyers and the seller's relationship, that is known as the marketing communication. It is two-way process, right? Integrated marketing communication, IMC. What is integrated marketing communication? We understood what is marketing communication. The relationship between the buyer and seller is marketing communication. Integrated marketing communication is the coordination of all promotional activities. Companies, organization carries out various promotional activities, right? And there should be the coordination between each and every activity. That is the coordination of all promotional activities. The promotional activities includes the media advertising. You might have seen advertising, right? Whether in the published media or in the audiovisual media, right? Companies pay for their advertisements and rent out the space, whether in the audio media, visual media, or the print media. That is, the media advertising is one of the way of promoting the products or the brand, right? And then the next activity is the direct mail. Direct mail is this is a technique in which you get the mail from the company's site, right? And They describe about their brand, about their product, about their activities. So another activity, promotional activity, it is again promotional activities, that is the through direct mail. Then the personal selling, right? When the salesperson goes door to door and sell the products. Then the sales promotions, when companies offer when companies offer their product at when the company offers various schemes, right? 50% off, 20% off, buy one get two, or get two, buy two get one, right? All these are the sales promotion techniques, right? Then the public relation is another promotional activity. And sponsorship, why we do these all these activities, that is the coordination between all promotional activities to produce. Why do we need all these coordination between the promotional activities? To produce a unified customer focused promotional message. The purpose of all these promotional activities is to produce a unified and customer focused promotional message. All these companies carry out all these activities to deliver a unified and a customer focused promotional message to the customer. Because who is in focus? Customer. Who will buy our product? Customer will buy our product. So our message should be customer focused, so that customer can relate to the product. When a customer can relate to the product, then only he could think of, or he will take a decision to purchase our product. So IMC, integrated marketing communication, is coordination of all promotional activities which a companies carry out to produce a unified and a customer focused promotional message. Okay, I hope you understood this. Integrated marketing communication is a way of looking the whole marketing process from the viewpoint of the receiver, right? When you look the whole marketing process from the viewpoint of the receiver, that is when you create or produce a unified customer focused message, right? You are viewing all the things from the point of view of the customer, that is IMC, right? What is the communication process, right? Companies process is, what is communication? Exchange of information between sender and receiver via common media. Both understanding and meaning of the message should be same, it should not be changed. That is the definition of communication. But in marketing, companies should not ask only how can we reach to our customer, but also how can customer reach to us. It is very important for any of the organization, right? That they should, it is the prime importance that company should do their it is important customer can reach to the companies. How can our customer reach us? It is important. To communicate effectively, marketer needs to understand the fundamental elements of effective communication, right? So they should understand the fundamental elements of effective communication. What are the fundamental elements of effective communication, right? Common communication platforms are advertising, sales promotion, direct marketing, personal selling, and the public relations. All these are the platform through which company communicate with the consumers. Advertising, right? Media advertising, whether it's a published media or audiovisual media, right? What is advertising? How we do the advertising, how company do the advertising? Through print and broadcast ads. When companies give the ads in the print media, when the company gives ads in the newspaper, magazines, or in the form of pamphlets or anything else, right? Through print media and broadcast ads too, right? Then a company advertise through packaging, right? When they display the name of their product, or the logo, the name of the company, or the brand, or the logo of the company on their packaging. Why the companies do so? This is one of the way of the advertising. So when the company provides you a bag in which you can carry the product, if there is if they have printed their logo or a brand name or any sort of advertising product which advertise their product or the advertise their brand product or the company, then they cannot charge for you. They cannot charge for that bag, right? So through packaging they advertise their product. At times you might have seen that when you buy any of the products, display card or a visiting card, they attach a visiting card, right? From a if you buy some groceries, they attach visiting cards, or they give you printed bags on which their name or the brand name has been printed. So through packaging, they advertise about their brands and the product. Then the packaging inserts, right? Packaging inserts, in the packaging you might have you got various types of pamphlets or the advertising material. Through motion pictures, companies advertise their products. Brochures and booklets, through brochures and booklets, right? They give you some brochures, give you some booklets. Through brochures or the booklets, they advertise their products, right? Printing media, they use the print media, right? At times, they insert their brochures or the booklets inside the newspaper. You get these brochures or booklet with the newspapers, right? That is why they do so, that just to advertise their brands or the product. Posters and leaflets, right? Through directories they advertise their brand or the product, or right? Reprints of the ads, billboards. Through billboards, the companies advertise, right? Display signs. Through display signs, they advertise that we are in the market. Point of purchase display, right? Through audio visual material, they advertise their product. Symbols and logos plays an important role, right? And the videotapes. The next platform could be of integrated marketing management includes the sales promotions. Sales promotion. What is the sales promotion? Are the activities you carry out to promote the sales, right? At a particular time, what the companies or the brand do, to promote their sales, they carry out various types of the games, right? Or the contests, right? So that people come there and they can promote their sales. So sales promotion, when companies, the activity sales promotion is the companies carry out to promote their sales. Those activities includes the contests, games, sweepstakes, lotteries. Then premium and gifts. At time company provides premiums and gifts to the that because you are a premium customer, we offer you 50 plus 10% off, right? This is what sales promotions. Gifts. If you will purchase at least this product, or if you will buy a product ranging from this rate to this rate, then you will get a gift, right? Sampling. Through sampling, companies promote their sales. At the time of the introduction stage of the product, what company do, they provide free samples. Just use it, give us the feedback. If you like it, then purchase it, right? Sampling. Through sampling, they promote the sales. Fairs and trade shows, when they display their products in the fairs or the trade show, they do so to promote their sales. Exhibits. Through exhibits, they promote their sales. A demonstration. Through demonstration, they promote their sale. You might have seen at times, you feel like this product, how to use this product, it looks good, but I don't know what is the use of this product and how to use this product. When they demonstrate the use of that product, right, then people think like, yes, this is good, we should buy this, even if they have not, even if they never thought about that product, but after demonstration they feel like, yeah, it will make our life easier, will help us out, right? Then through demonstration, company promotes their sales coupons. At times when we have a coupons of a certain brand, right, for certain products, then what we'll do, see, we have a coupons, and let's purchase something. Suppose I have a coupon of 1,000 rupees, maybe I'll purchase the products for which worth 1,200 rupees, 1,500 rupees, or even 1,000 rupees. So sales promotions, through coupons they promote the sales. Through rebates they promote the sales, 50% off, buy one get one, right? All these things. Low interest financing is very important. Suppose if I want to purchase some product, some high cost product, right? And I don't want to pay the whole amount in one go, right? And if the company provides me the facility, right, the low interest or interest free facility, right, of so that interest, when I'll get this facility, an interest free facility or low interest facility, then consumer might think to purchase the product from the company which is providing them the low interest or the interest free financing, right? Entertainment, through entertainment they promote their sales. Trade in allowance and continuity programs, all these are the techniques of the sales promotion. At times company opts one or more than the one technique to promote the sales. It depends which type of the technique the company depends, that depends on the strategies of the company. Then public relation is another way to of integrated marketing communication, right? What is the public relation? When you make a relation with the public, see, it is very important that you should have a good rapport with the public. If you have a good reputation with the company, if public thinks that you are one of a good companies, or you are genuine, your products are genuine, then it impacts the psychology of the purchaser, and it impacts their purchasing decisions, right? So public relations includes the press kits, right? When you conduct the press conferences and provide them the press kits, speeches, through speeches you make a public relations, through seminars, right? Companies do the public relations. Annual report plays an important role in public relation. When the company when a consumer goes through your annual reports and see how your company is doing, this helps in building up a relationship or between the company and consumer. Charitable donation plays an important role. When consumer come to know that a part of this product will go for the charity, then people might think to purchase that product, right, instead of someone else, or instead of substitute product, right? Sponsorships plays an important role, right? This is another way of public relations. Publications, right? Then the community relationships, lobbying, identity media, company magazines, and events. Why do we do the public relations? To so that consumer should know that we are in the market. The purpose of public relation is that we should be in the mind of company, or the brand should be in the mind of consumers or the customers, if not to the customers. And if customers have a positive image about the company, then this develop a rapport between a positive rapport between a brand or a company and a customer. Customer will prefer to buy the product of a company which has a good rapport. And the public relations, we make the public relations through press kits, through speeches, through seminars, through annual reports, sponsorships, publications, lobbying, identity media, and through events. The prime idea or the center idea of public relation is to make a relationship between the public, so that we should be in the mind of the public, that people should remind us, people should know that we are in the market and we have these products, and what we are doing for the community, how we are helping out the community, we are contributing to the society in a positive way. If you will purchase our products, will further contribute to the society in a good way or in a positive way, help us, right? So personal selling, next is through personal selling. Personal selling is when the salesperson personally sells the product to the consumer, that is through sales presentations, sales meeting, incentive programs, samples, fair and trade shows. Right, in fair and trade shows, when someone comes to you and ask about the product, you demonstrate about the product, you tell the qualities of the product, and take up their queries and try to solve up their queries. This is personal selling, when you give them these samples to check and test. Right, this helps, this is one of the way of personal selling. Sales meeting, when you carry out the meeting with the customer, so that if they have, so that you can tell about your product, and if they have any queries, that can be sorted out. Sales meeting is actually carried out by the insurance agents, right? When they want to sell up their policies, any type of the policies, or any of the service, who is in the service industry, they do all this sales meeting, and this is one of the technique of the personal sellings. And then a direct marketing, when the company directly market their product to the customers, right? This is through mailing, this is through telemarketing, it is one to one type of thing, through electronic shopping, TV shopping, fax mail, email, voicemail. At times we get SMS from various companies, emails, promotional emails from the companies. We got the calls that we offer you a credit card or this, that, right? So through mailing, telemarketing, electronic shopping is another way of marketing. TV shopping, that is a home shop 18 channel, right? That is an example of TV shopping, right? Then the fax mail or the voicemail, when you get, this is a direct mailing, right? Elements in the communication process. What communication, as I told you, what is communication? That is exchange of information between sender and receiver via common media. Both understanding and meaning should be same, it should not be changed, right? If meaning or understanding is changed, then that is not a communication, it will become a miscommunication. So what we need, what are the elements of communication? We need a sender, right? Sender sends an encoded message via media to the receiver, and at the receiver's end that message get decoded, and then after reading or after receiving that message, receivers send acknowledgement or feedback, and encoded acknowledgement or the feedback via the same media to the sender, and encrypted that acknowledgement or the feedback is an encrypted one, and that get decrypted at the senders end. And there are various types of the noises in between. Noises could be the technical noises or the non-technical noises, right? And these noises are known as barriers in effective communication, right? Barriers in effective communication could be technical or non-technical. Technical could be loss of the packets, loss of the data packets, or loss of the signals, or anything else, right? Non-technical noises includes like selective perceptions, right? It includes information overload, right? It includes like selective perception, filtration of data. All these are non-technical noises which prevents the message to be communicated from one end to another end. right? So it should noises are there, and we should try to avoid these noises, to overcome these noises, right? The sender's task is to get his or her message through to the receiver, and the target audience may not receive the intended message for any of the three reasons. What is the task? Why companies or the sender communicate to the intended target audience so that they can receive their messages? But at times, the target audience may not get the message or receive the intended message for any of the three reasons. There are three reasons why they don't get the message. These are the noises actually, right? Because of selective attention, right? Selective perception, selective attention. People are bombarded by many commercial messages a day, out of which 80 are consciously noticed and about 12 provoked some reactions, right? Selective attention explains why ads with the bold headlines promising something such as how to make a million have high likelihood of grabbing attention. Selective attention. People are quite busy nowadays. They don't pay much attention because of their busy schedules. If you want to grab their attentions, if you want to grab the attention of the consumer, that is, it is important that the headline of your ad should be very catchy, right? It should be bold, it should be catchy, so that it could attain the attention of the consumer. So this is selective attentions, right? So there are many commercial, because consumers are bombarded with many commercials, and this provoked the reactions of the consumer, right? So it is very important that the headlines of your ads or your ad should be catchy enough so that they could grab the attentions of the consumers, right? And selective distortion, they have a selective attention, right? Then they have a selective distortion. Selective distortion, a receiver will hear what fits into in their belief system, right? That is selective perception or distortion, right? As a result, receiver often adds a thing to the message that are not there. So what is selective perception? I will hear what I want to hear. That is selective perception. Perception is what? My feeling, my values, my beliefs, thoughts, right? So I'll hear what fits into my beliefs and value system. So they have a selective distortion or selective perception. A receiver will hear what fits into their belief system, their value system. In this process, they might add things to the message that are not there, and do not notice other things that are there in actual, right? So the communicator's task is to strive for the simplicity, clarity, interest, and repetition to get to the main point across. Because of the selective perception of the consumer or the target audience, they may perceive what they want to, and they will ignore all other things. I perceive what I want to perceive, what fits into my belief system. So it is the responsibility of the sender or the communicator to strive for simplicity. Your information, you should provide the information in a simpler way. There should be clarity in the message. Never use words which have double meanings. Never use semantics. Semantics means word or phrases which have double meanings. So it is very important. It is the job of the communicator that the message should be simple, message should be clear, and should be of interest, should be interesting, and a repetition should be there so that they can get to the main point across. What is the main point? What is the focus point of the communication? right? So it is not the responsibility of the receiver will receive according to the perception, according to the belief system of the target audience. So it is the responsibility of the communicator that the message should be simple, should be clear, should be interesting, and there should be repetition. They should stick to the main point, they should stick to the focus, right? So selective distortion, because of selective attention, the audience may not receive the intended message. The third is selective retention. People have a short term memory. People will retain in long term memory only a small fraction of message that reaches to them, because they have a short term memory. They will retain in long term memory only a small fraction of messages which are catchy, which are of their interest, which are clear, right? If the receiver's initial attitude towards the object is positive, and he or she rehearses support argument, the message is likely to be accepted at very high recall. And if the initial attitude is negative and the person rehearses for uh, that is against the message, then message is likely to be rejected but to stay in the long term memory, right? So that depends. Selective retention is that is a small fraction, that is people retain only a small fractions in their long term memory, they have a short term memory. So if initial attitude is positive, right, and they feel like that they support the arguments, right, they feel like that that is this is correct, or this is, the message is likely to be accepted and have a high recall, right? And if initial attitude is negative and they rehearse for the counter arguments, right, the message is likely to be rejected, right, but stay in the long term memory. It could be in the long term memory. Yes, this is the thing which I never liked, right? So depends. Still, they have a selective retention. So all these are known as the noises or barriers in effective communication. Selective, that is selective perception, selective retention, and the selective attention. They have a selective attention, they have a selective perception, and they have a selective retention. So it is the responsibility of the communicator that message should be simple, should be clear, should be simple, should be clear, unambiguous, right, should be interesting, so that it will be in the mind of the target audience for the longer duration, right? Developing effective communication, right? How can you develop effective communication? Do's for the marketer communicators. What are the do's and don'ts of the marketer communicator? Identify the target audience. It is very important that you should identify the target audience. Who is your target audience? We discussed about this segmentation and targeting. Segmentation is when we divide the heterogeneous market into homogeneous market, then that is known as the segmentation. We divide the market is heterogeneous. Heterogeneous means people have different tastes, needs, and wants, and we divide this heterogeneous market into smaller homogeneous market means people, we group the people who have a similar kind of the taste, wants, and the needs, right? So we segment the market. There is the segmentation of the market, and according to the segmentation of the market, we target the audience. Who could be our target audience? To whom, to which segment we want to offer our product or the services. This is targeting the market. Targeting is choosing the segmentation whom you want to offer your product or the services. That is the targeting. Choose your target audience. Who is your target audience? Means to whom you want to offer your services or products, right? Then, after choosing or identifying your target audience, determine the communication objectives. What are your communication objectives? What you want to communicate? What do you want to achieve through communication? Right? Define your objectives of communication. Then, according to the objectives, design a message. It should be clear, it should be interesting, so that it could be in the memory of the target audience for a longer time. Design the communication, design a message. Right? After designing, see, you have chosen the target audience. Now you have communication, defined the communication objective, you have developed a design, you have developed or designed a message. Now important thing is, on which channel will you communicate? Select the channel of communication. Through which channel you want to communicate with your target audience. It could be print media, it could be through audiovisual media, it could be through direct mailing, right? Direct, it could be through sales promotions, it could be through public relations. Select the communication channel. How will you communicate with your consumer or the customers? Right? This is important. Then establish a total communication budget. What is your budget? How much you want to spend? Right? So establish a total communication budget, how much you would like to spend on the advertisements or on the promotions. Decide the communication mix into the platform where you want to communicate with there from the, that is various platform. It could be through direct selling, it could be through public relations, it could be through advertisements, it could be sales promotion. Then decide the communication mix. Right? Excuse me. Decide on the communication mix. How will you communicate? On which platform will you communicate with your audience? Then measure the communication results. Measure the results. Measure your results. Manage the integrated marketing communication. See, so first of all, marketer should identify the target audience. What are the objective of communication? Design a message. Right? Select the media through which you want to communicate. Establish a communication budget. Now you have a budget, right? And decide on the communication mix and measure the communication results. Take the feedback. Have you achieved your objectives? And manage the integrated communication process. Identifying the target audience. The process must start with a clear target audience in mind, to whom we want to offer our product or the services. That is the potential buyers of the company's product. It could be the current users, deciders, or influencers, or individuals, or groups, or particular publics, or a general public. Clear target audience. The target audience is a critical influence on the communicator's decision on what to say, how to say, when to say, where to say, and whom to say it. Right? So target audience, and keep the target audience in mind. Then the image analysis. Major part of the audience analysis is assessing the current image of the company and its product and its competitor. So it is very important what your target audience, or the to whom you want to offer your product, what they think about your company, what they think about your product, and what is the image of your competitors in their mind. So what is image actually? Image is nothing but a set of beliefs, ideas, and impressions. What is my ideas, my beliefs, my impression about you? That is the image. The first step is to measure the target audience knowledge of the objectives using the familiarity scale, what is your image in their mind, or what is the your product's image in their mind, with whether they know about you, about your company, about your brand, or about your product or not, right? After knowing that, if they know about you, what are the measure the favorability, right? Whether they will your products or not. That respondent who are familiar with the product can explain how they feel towards using it, what whether they would like to use it or not. That is use the favorability scale, right? After knowing this, you could come to know the favorable attitude and the low favorable unfavorable attitude, and familiarity, or the high or the low familiarity, whether the people know about your product and whether they favor to provide your product or not, right? Then after knowing this, what is the image of your competitor, what is the image, your image of your product in the your target audience mind, and then determine the communication objective. Then only you can determine the objective of the communication. If people know about you and about your product and they have a positive image, then you have a different objective. And if they don't know about you, about your brand, about your product, then you will have a different communication objective. The communication objective could be creating awareness about your product or the brand among the target audience. And if they already know about it, then the objective of the communication could be different, right? So next is communication objective, that is awareness, creating awareness, building the awareness, right? Just the name recognition with simple message by repeating the product name. That is first objective could be awareness, creating awareness about the brand, about the product, and you could do this by repeating the product name, right? Knowledge goes beyond the awareness to learning about the product feature. Now people are aware about you, aware about your brand and the product. Now the next could be knowledge. Now they want to know about your product features, right? First could be, if they don't know, if familiarity scale, if you come on the low familiarity scale, it is important that you should create awareness about the brand and the product. Now people are aware about the brand, about the product. Next objective could be knowledge. Now it is important that you should provide the knowledge about the product, right? That is, you should provide the you should uh, give the knowledge about the product features, right? Then third could be the liking in, if target members know the product, how they feel about it. If the audience look unfavorable, the communication has to find out why. And if unfavorable view is based on a real problem, a communication campaign alone cannot do a job. So now you have provided the knowledge about the product. Again, you have to find out whether on the favorability scale that they like your product or not. If they like you, if they don't like your product, if it comes on the unfavorable scale because of lack of communication, then you should start communicating. Then you should make a communication plan. How could you communicate to the customer target audience, right? And if that liking is because of some of other technical reasons, then only through communication you cannot uh, 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 convert this unfavorable scale to the favorable scales. And if this is because of the communication, lack of the communication, then you could do this, then you can convert this unfavorable to the favorable scale, right? Liking. Then preferences, the communicator must try to build a consumer preferences by promoting the quality, value, performance, and the other features. The communicators can check the campaign success by measuring the audience preferences after the campaign, right? So it is very important, right? One should, that the communicator should communicate according to the consumer preferences, what the consumer prefer, what they are looking for. If they are looking for the quality, they are looking for the value, they are looking for the performance or any other feature, then you should promote the product on the basis of the preferences of the user. And after promoting it, it is important that the communicator should check the success of the campaign, how successful they are in achieving their target, whether they have achieved their target or not. The next is conviction. The communicator's job is to build a confidence among the interested target audience. Right now, important thing, after communicating the product according to their preferences, right? Then important thing is to build a confidence among the interested target audience that yes, this product and our brand will meet your needs and wants. Then purchases. Some member of the target audience might have conviction but not quite get around making the purchases. The communicator must lead these consumer to take the final steps, perhaps by offering a product at low price, offering a premium, or letting consumer try it out. At times, what happens? Consumer get convinced. Yes, your product is good, your brand is good, but still, I'm not sure whether I want to purchase your product or not. Then comes the next stage, that is the purchase stage. Here, in this, communicator must let the consumer to take a final step, right? That is, how could you do that? By offering product at the low price. Suppose I'm offering a product at the X price, try it out. I'll give you a concession, 20% off, 20% rebate or the concession on the product, right? Or you, if you will buy this product, you will get this as a free, right? Right, at you can offer the product at lower price, or offering a premium, right? You could offer a premium, or letting the consumer try it out. Okay, fine, don't purchase this, you should try this product, this is a cheaper product, and it, if you can, if possible, give a sample, right? That depends on the nature of the product, what type of a product you're selling. So that depends. So it is very important, all these things includes the communication objectives, that is creating, the first objective is to creating the awareness. If they are not aware about the product or the brand, it is important that you should create the awareness about the brand and the product. Then second, after creating the awareness, provide the give them the knowledge about the product, tell the features of the product, and then convert, that is liking is that is that is convert the unfavorable scale to the favorable scale through communication. Then the preferences is build, that is to build a consumer preferences, that is present the product according to the preference of the consumer, if they are looking for the quality or the performance or the value, right? So enhances the features or the preferences of the product which the consumer is looking for, right? Then the conviction is creating a confidence among the interested target audience, and purchase decision is helping them out to make the last decision, that is the purchase decision, right? Now this third step is designing a message. How will you design a message? A message is very important. It is very important that companies should pay attention towards the designing a message. Message content is very important. Message content, in determining a message content, management searches for the appeal, theme, idea, unique selling proposition. What should be there in the message content? It should be USP of your product, right? How it is different from others product. It should be an appeal. That depends what type of a product or the services you are giving. It could be what is the central idea of your message. So the message content includes the center idea of your product. It could, the central idea could be the appeal. If you will buy this product, it will help out say unprivileged section of the society. What is the theme of your message, or the idea of your message, or USP of your message? Right, there are three types of appeals actually: rational, emotional, and the moral. What is the rational appeal? Rational appeal or engages the self-interest. They claim that product will produce a certain benefits, right? That is how your product will help you out is different from others. That is the rational appeal is like the battery of my product is good, right? A strong body or any other that is known as the rational appeal when you claim the product will produce a certain benefit. Emotional appeals this attempts to stir up negative or positive emotion that will motivate purchases, like cooking oils. Emotional appeal, safola oil. Hey, you might have seen the ads of cooking oil. आपके दिल का रखे ख्याल, right? Then because emotional ads could be like organ donations, right? How will it help others? And then the moral appeals is directed to the audience sense what is right and proper. छूने से एड्स नहीं फैलता, right? That is moral appeal. You might have seen the ads of tobacco, right? So these are the appeals. Rational appeals when you claim that product will produce a certain benefits. Emotional appeal that will stir up positive or negative emotions. Or the moral appeals when you tell the audience, directed to the audience, what is right and what is not, right? And next is message structure. The message structure should be made in a way that hit the right target audience, right? So it should be in that way that it should hit the target audience. Message format, right? So all these are included in the message. This is designing a message. First of all, content should be there. Content could be rational, could be emotional, could be moral. Then message structure, it should be structured in a way that it should hit a right target audience. A message format is important. The communicator must develop a strong message format, right? Like in the print ads, the communicator has to decide the headlines, graphic, color, so that it should be catchy. What people normally do when they purchase is the newspaper, they just read the headlines. Acha, today's headline is this. That is it. Majority of people do this, right? So print ad, the communicator that is in print ad, the format is like the communicator must decide on the headline. What should be the headline? What should be the graphic? What should be the font? Right? In the radio ad, the communicator has to choose the word, voices, voice quality, and the vocalizations. What words will you use, right? What should be the voice quality? All these are important. Then message sources, message delivered by attractive or popular sources achieved higher attention and recall, and message delivered by highly credible sources are more persuasive, right? See, those when some known person, well known personalities deliver some message, then they could achieve a higher attention, and they have a higher recall value. People will remind those ads or the messages for a longer duration, right? Pharmaceutical companies wants doctors to testify about the product benefit because doctor have high credibility. And if you are like in beauty products, right? What they prefer for the beauty product, they prefer some actors to perform, right? They want the actors to testify, right? They should perform, they should uh, act for their product. What factors underline the source credibility? There are factors, actually three identifiable factors which underlines the source credibility, that is expertise, the specialized knowledge, the communicator process to back the claim, doctors, engineers, or the expert of the field. When the expert of the field says something, we feel like yes, whatever he is saying is correct, right? And we keep it in our mind. Then the trustworthiness is related to how objectives and honest the source is perceived to be loyal customers, right? That is how trustworthy that person or company is. Likability describe the source's attractiveness, right? Like celebrity Shah Rukh Khan or some others, that how people, whether people like them or not, right? So source credibility is very important, right? Then selecting communication channels. Communication channels, there could be various communication channels. First is personal communication channel. Personal communication channels involve two or more person communicate directly with each other face to face or person to audience over telephone or email. That is word of mouth. That is the most powerful tool in this type of communication, that is the personal communication. Suppose if I have purchased some product of a X company, right? If I like that product, if someone wants the same type of a product, I might say yes, I purchased this, and I'll give my positive feedback. This is the word of mouth, and it plays a very important role. Personal communication channel is very important. Personal influences carries especially the greater way in two situations. First is when the product is expensive, risky, or purchased infrequently, right? There are certain products which people don't prefer to buy, right? Because of their because they could be expensive, because the risk involved with that product, right? Then the word to mouth, right? That plays, the personal selling plays an important role in that. The other situation is where the product suggests something about the user status and the taste, right? Status, when the product is related to the status of the user, right, or the taste of the user, then the personal influence plays an important role. Non-personal communication channel could be the media. Media is when you use this channel when we want to reach to the masses, right? Events, we carry out the events when we want to reach to the message or the masses, or atmosphere, right? Media, it consists of the print media, broadcast media. Print media includes the newspaper, magazines, direct mail. Broadcast media is radio and television. Electronic media, that is the audio tape, video tape, all these things. And display media like billboards, signs, posters, right? So all these are the medias when we want to when we want to reach to the masses. Atmosphere, the packaged environment, a five-star hotel in which elegant candeliers, marble column, and other tangible signs of the luxuries are there. So when we want to reach to the masses, we carry out the events or the atmosphere, like conferences, sponsorships, right? All these are the channels. Okay, establishing a total marketing communication budget. It is very important. If you don't have a money to spend, how will you do that? There are various ways through which you know how much money you have, how much you can afford to spend on marketing. All right, that is, first method is the affordable method. Affordable method is the simplest method, right? Affordable method of setting budgets completely ignores the role of promotion as an investment, right? And the immediate impact of promotion on sales volume. It lead to the uncertain annual budget, which makes a long range planning difficult. How much we can afford at that time, right? So that is affordable budget. Then the percentage of sales method, that we will spend a specified percentage of the sales, right, on the advertisements, right? Then the competitive parity method. Competitive parity method is when we compare our budget with the our that with our competitors budget, right? Then on the basis of that, when we do this, that is the competitive parity method, right? Then the objective and the task method, right? So there could be, that depends on the strategies of the company, that which method a company opts to decide to the budget. Deciding on the marketing communication promotional tools. Promotional tools, the first promotional tool is advertising, right? Advertising is used to build a long term image of a product or to trigger a quick sale. If we want to trigger a quick sale, or if we want to build a long term image, then advertising plays an important role. It is a perfect tool. Advertising can effectively reach geographically dispersed buyer. When we want to cover masses, then advertising plays an important role. When we want to cover a geographically dispersed buyers, certain form of advertising can require a large budget, right, and can be done on the small budget. That depends. Advertising might have an effect on the sale simply through its presence, right? Then it could be, advertisement could be of advertorial type. Advertorial types are the ads that contain editorial content and may be hard to distinguish from the newspapers and magazines content. That is advertorial type, that is it contains the editorial content. Then the infomercials, the TV commercial that appears for the 30 minutes TV shows, right? That they demonstrate and discuss the product, right? Viewers can phone and order the product, and these infomercial product directly measure the results, right? Then the banners are there that you might have seen, small signs on the web pages, right? Advertising an offer or the company that can reach by clicking on the banner, or you might have seen those posters, right? Uh, Next tool could be the sales promotions. Sales promotions could be, you can, sales promotions helps to increase the sales at a certain given period, right? Sales promotion tools could be the coupons, it could be the contests, it could be the premium, right? It depends. There could be various tools, right? Company uses the sales promotion to draw a strong and a quicker buyer response, right? That is when the sales are sagging, and when the company wants to boost up the sales from the sagging sales, then they use this type of technique, that is the sales promotion tool, right? They offer three distinctive benefits: communication, incentive, and invitations. Then the public relation and publicity is another tool, right? The appeal of public relation and publicity is based on the credibility of the company. It builds an image of the company, ability to catch buyers off guard, and dramatizations, right? Then personal selling is most effective tool, right, at the later stages of buying process, particular in building a buyer preferences, conviction, and action. Personal selling has three distinct qualities: personal confrontation, cultivation, and responses. That's all for today. Thank you very much. Namaskar.